Hey, welcome everybody. I'm going to do a 1-year review on this Pit Boss, the classic, also known as the 700 FB. I'm going to try to make this quick. I'm going to give you a quick story. I'm a guy that likes to grill. I've had a lot of grills. I have a griddle. Really enjoy using those. A propane grill and a flat top griddle. And I always enjoyed barbecue food. However, I had zero interest in smoking food in the traditional, wood smoker type grill. I grew up, my dad did a lot of that type of stuff, and I really enjoyed eating his food, but I had no interest in actually going through that process. So I'd been interested in the pellet grill for a really long time, and but I didn't know anything about them. Well, anyway, I got a little lucky, won about $450, something like that, on the Kentucky Derby, last year. So I thought, well, let me see if I can get a pellet grill in that $400 price range. It's a starter pellet grill. And so this is what Walmart had. I believe I paid $425. I just wanted to get something really entry level and cheap. And so away we go. I've had this for a year. I have used it many times. I mean, maybe even 100 times in the past year. There's been days or weeks I've used this 3 or 4 times a week. So it's a tank. This thing is durable. This one here has this, it's got a digital display. It is not a PID. You'll need to Google PID. I'm not smart enough to explain it to you. I have never changed the smoke setting on this. It's on P4. It goes from smoke, 200, 250, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 475, and high. Those are the settings. There's no in between settings, but really these are pretty good settings. So, I mean, there's really nothing you need in there, with the exception of probably 275. 275. If there's one spot that this is missing, I'd say it's 275. But it's fine. The 250 cooks a little hot. These probes, these probe ports, don't bother buying Pit Boss probes. I found them to be extremely inaccurate with my other thermometers that I have. And I bought an Inkbird Bluetooth with 4 meat probes included, and it was really cheap, like $35 on Amazon. Here is the temperature gauge on the outside. I actually find that pretty handy. It's close enough to me, not to the degree. Here's the inside. It's actually pretty darn big. I've been able to do a whole turkey on there. I can easily do 2 chickens on there. I can do 3 big size, 3 large racks of ribs, no problem. It's actually been big enough for me and a family of 4. Side note, over here, everything you see on the side did not come with it. I was having an issue with the flame going out. This grill has 5 holes on the back where it's designed to come out, and I was having a problem with my flame going out. I'm going to explain that in a minute why I think that's the case. So I bought this smokestack to try to go that route, see if that would help maybe with wind, if I thought maybe wind was blowing it out. And also here's a side shelf. The only shelf this thing comes with is the little top on the pellet bin. You can see I took out the grate so I can stick my hand in there and turn it. I don't have small kids. I'm in no danger of anybody losing a finger on the auger. So don't come down on me too hard on that. So anyways, this thing cooks phenomenally. The thing that it does better than what I ever would have expected in a million years is to smoke some steaks before you sear them. Get some nice big old thick steaks, and you can smoke them. And then also, wings on here are phenomenal. I honestly never really got the ribs down to my family's satisfaction. I actually think they're good, but my family prefers the wrapped in foil, fall off the bone way that I used to do them in the oven and grill before. Actually, they prefer those over this for some reason, but maybe they're better that way. That's fine. I learned a ton about pellet grills in the past year. Different flavors of pellets, methods of cooking on a pellet grill. I would not say that this is better in any way, shape, or form than a traditional smoker. But for me, it's plenty good. This is more my speed. I'm not interested in staying up all night babysitting a grill or sitting next to a grill all day long. So let me get to my verdict. Was I pleased with the purchase? Overall, pretty pleased with the purchase. But not 100% satisfied. This will flame. My experience has been this grill flames out really easily. It's to the point where I have to take it apart and clean the ash pit every single time. And on hot days, I live in Southwest Florida, and if you don't know the climate down here, it can get extremely hot and humid, and it doesn't cool off much at night. I want to guess maybe 10 times in the past year the flame has just gone out. And if you don't stay on top of it, the entire bottom of the grill will fill up full of pellets. You have to take all your food off. You have to take the grill completely apart. You have to vacuum it all out. And then you have to start the fire all over again. And then, you know, put everything back together, put the food back on. And it basically just ruins your time. It takes all the fun out of it, especially on a weeknight cook. If you're in a weeknight cook and your flame goes out, it's really not fun at all. So I'm thinking if this had a more modern PID controller, that probably wouldn't have happened. I don't really know why it did happen. A lot on the forums, some people told me that the flame, it puts, when it's hot outside, and especially if this is in the sun, the grill will be like 150 degrees, almost like your car will get on a hot sunny day. So it puts so few amounts of pellets in to try to maintain a low temp, say like 250, 225, 200 or smoke, that you really run the risk of the fire just going out, especially in a humid climate. So by the way, the reason why you see this thing on the front porch is because it's for sale. I'm selling it. I'm gonna get a more modern PID controlled pellet grill next. But this thing did serve its purpose. It's an entry-level pellet grill. I fell in love with pellet grills. I'm more educated on it, so hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit money back out of this one. Maybe this will be someone else's first pellet grill. They'll get into the hobby of smoking food, and that's really about it. Overall, this thing is a tank. I think I just kind of live in the wrong place in the country for a basic pellet grill that can easily flame out in low temperatures, at a low temperature setting in a hot climate. I really think that's what the issue is. The smokestack that I added on, and then I covered the back of it with magnets to cover up those holes. I don't think it made any difference, honestly. It still flamed out even with the smokestack. Everybody's gonna tell you, oh, you gotta clean your grill every time, that's why it's flaming out. I cleaned it out every single time, and that's not fun, taking this thing apart. You gotta put on gloves. You gotta take out the two grates, you gotta take out the heat diffuser, then you gotta drag your shop vac outside. And I don't enjoy that. So my next one will have a PID controller. It'll also have an ash clean out fire pot. One of the ones that you can slide in and out or bolt or clamp in and out. It will have that. Those are my two requirements on my next pellet grill. I'll probably get one here in the next week or so. But that's my review. I hope it helps. You guys have a good one. Bye.